All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? Black 25 behind. 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long.
Hey, go. Let's go. Rush in. Back.
Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
On first down, it's McNair. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, Winston. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Ready? Watch 25. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Play fake. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Wait. Ball try. Mike, 53. Mike. Let's go. Green, 17. Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Winston looking deep for Gabriel. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 53. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, McNair. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curve.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Danny. Hatchet. Check nine.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check 24. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it. Go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Hey, get in the way. Flip it. Green, triple T. Hey, switch gears.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Get ready. Black 25 behind. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53. Mike 53. This is our time, guys. It's our time. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50 on it. Hey, defense. Let him go.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Follow. It's easy. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Jameis again. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Ready. White 25. Check 53. Watch the safety creep. Shit.
Breida, he'll try the right side, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check three. Check, crunch. Wait. Hey, 5 on the 50. Wait,
Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. McNair. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
6 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
One set. Watch right. Let's go. Drive on. Quick. Go.
Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Silver. Short. 53.
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Let's go, D. Watch 19, watch 19. Single, 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 single. Hey, check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. We taking wins home. 50. High 7. 30. Check.
Now Winston. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Johnny. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Begin. No. Off. Let him go.
A first down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, let's get it to Joker. Watch twist. Flip it.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check 53. I don't think you got it. Check 4. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Fresno.
First down, Winston. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They're on 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
And that's caught inside the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, McNair. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Side complete. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Green, 17. 57. All day, baby, all day. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the easy.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
throwing on first down. McNair. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now McNair. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Rams first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, here's McNair. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's McNair. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and goal, Rams.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Jameis to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Now Winston on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go. Hey, come on. 52 right here. 52. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, it's McNair. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Play action. It's McNair. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now McNair. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, it's Benson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First down.
Come on, set. 15 on it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Easy. Check 25. Come on. Sunday. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker, 7 yards.